What's going on, guys? Rewinds here, and this is going to be my video covering Dragon Ball Super Manga Chapter 77, and this is going to be the full summary for that chapter. So the chapter itself is titled Bardock, the Father of Goku, and a lot of people have been looking forward to this. So we got 5 parts over here into the summary. I have not looked at this myself yet, so I'm going to be reacting to it as I go too. Definitely let me know what you guys think of the spoilers in the comments below, and we'll interact there. But let's jump into it. So, to start things off, summary part 1, the chapter begins with a flashback 40 years ago on the Cereal Planet. The Cerealians lived in peace with the Namekians, exchanging food for water. Suddenly, one night of a full moon, some ships arrived to the planet, and some small spherical-shaped ships impact with great force on some farm fields. The invaders become gigantic apes, and they are the Saiyans. There weren't many Cerealians and Namekians on the planet, so the invaders killed them quickly. Several soldiers from Frieza's army gathered all the Namekians and finished them off. Monaito manages to survive. The elder of the Namekians in his last breath gives Monaito the 2 Dragon Balls of the planet. The Saiyans continue destroying the city of the Cerealians, but one of the Saiyans with a scar on his face, this is Bardock of course, watches the child running away and follows him. The Saiyan follows the child to a church, and there he finds Granola, the child, and his mother. When Granola sees the giant ape, he faints from fear. The Cerealians realize that the Saiyans transformed thanks to the moon, so one of them concentrates all of his energy to destroy it. One of the Saiyans notices it and tries to stop him, but the Cerealian fires the attack just before the Saiyan catches him, wounding the Saiyan in the forehead. Cerealian's attack destroys the moon, and the Saiyans return to their normal form. The Cerealian who has destroyed the moon makes fun of the Saiyans, thinking that they will be very weak now without being transformed. But the Saiyan Taro tells him he is naive if he thinks that, then he kills the Cerealian easily. Taro asks the Saiyan Leek if he is okay, since Leek was the one who received the attack from the Cerealian. Leek is upset because the Cerealian's attack is going to leave him a scar. So this is interesting stuff. Seems like we're going to be introduced to some new Saiyans. We don't know if they're going to be like fodder or if they're going to be actually relevant. But seems like we're going to be seeing some new characters, a lot of them, and seems like this is going to be a pretty cool flashback, so I'm looking forward to it myself. Hope you guys are too. Summary part 2. So, back to the church. Granola's mother looks at the Saiyan, who has returned to his normal form too. We see that he is Bardock. Granola's mother attacks him, throwing ki with her fingers, breaking Bardock's shoulder pad and wounding him in the arm. Bardock remembers an argument he had with Jine shortly before. We see that Jine told him that their son Goku has already been born and asked Bardock if he's not going to see him before leaving, since Bardock may spend several months away. We see Raditz outside the house playing with other children with some beetles. Jine told Bardock that the baby was in the incubator at the back of the house and told him that he must choose the baby's name. Bardock was surprised to see Goku. Jine asked him if it was the first time he saw a baby. Bardock observed his son and decided that his name will be Kakarot. Jine liked the name and hugged the incubator. Back to the church, while Bardock watches Granola and his mother, Leek arrives and informs Bardock that the mission is over and the order to retreat has been given. Leek doesn't enter into the church, so he can't see Granola and his mother. Bardock tells Leek he will go later because he is going to make sure there are no survivors. Leek tells him okay, but he should hurry because it seems that Frieza is going to arrive on the planet soon. Bardock puts on his scouter and detects a life form with 5 power units in the mountains. At first, Bardock believes it is an animal, but he realizes that it's more intelligent. In a house in the mountain, we see that Monaito hides the 2 Dragon Balls. Suddenly, he realizes that someone is approaching and he prepares to attack by surprise. When Bardock enters the house, Monaito attacks him with the cane, but Bardock stops it with one hand. So this is cool stuff. We're going to be getting a lot about Bardock this whole chapter, it seems. I think this is going to be a full flashback chapter, by the way it's sounding so far, because this is probably halfway through the chapter, and seems like we're getting a good bit of plot revealed through the flashback, and it seems like we're getting a flashback within a flashback too, so it's going to be some interesting stuff. I can't wait to see how Goku reacts, and even Vegeta. It's going to be cool to see. Summary part 3. Recording got cut off, but we were going to be out here talking about summary part 3 now. Bardock realizes that Monaito's power has increased to 213 units, so he assumes that Monaito is able to control his fighting power at will. Granola's mother enters the house. Monaito is glad that there are more survivors. Granola's mother introduces herself. Her name is Muesli, I think. Monaito also introduces himself and offers his help. Bardock tells them that they must hide well because Frieza will arrive soon. Monaito asks him why he has helped them in spite of being a Saiyan. Bardock says that it has been on a whim and that they must survive. Monaito asks his name before he leaves. Bardock tells him his name. Back to the present. Oh, so it's not a full flashback chapter, but majority probably, or at least half. And back to the present, you see Monaito apologizing to Granola for not telling him the truth. Monaito tells Goku that he is just like Bardock, and Goku says, me? Monaito asks Goku if Bardock is his friend or something like that. Goku tells Monaito he doesn't know much about the Saiyans because he was raised by his grandfather on Earth. Vegeta interrupts his conversation. Vegeta says, Kakarot, Bardock is your father's name. Goku is surprised to hear what Vegeta said. Monaito and Granola are surprised too. Goku insists that even if the guy Monaito met in the past was his father, he doesn't know anything about that. After listening to Monaito's story, Vegeta says that it seems Goku has inherited the kindness of his father. Granola angrily asks Monaito what happened to his mother and why she couldn't survive. Monaito continues the story. So it seems like, okay, we're going to be back to flashback now. I like that they're going in between, that they're showing some reactions in the present, then going back to the past. This is a good way to tell the story. But back to the past, Bardock is about to leave Monaito, but Monaito asks him to wait. Monaito uses his healing powers and heals Bardock's arm. Bardock is surprised that Namekians are able to heal wounds. Monaito tells him that a more powerful Namekian is capable of instantly restoring someone's strength. He could barely heal small wounds. So it seems like this is going to be the part where Bardock leaves, but somehow, some way, Granola's mother is going to die, I think, so we'll see. We'll look at summary part 4 first. So it says, Bardock's scouter turns on and detects the presence of other people. Bardock hides among some trees and observes that there are 4 people on the mountain. They are the 4 brothers of the Heater Force. The brothers watch Frieza's ship leave. Alec tells his brothers to contact with the Shugarians to negotiate the price of the planet. Oil asks his brother how much he's going to sell the planet for. Alex says that, oh man, this is a lot. This is trillion, I believe. Yeah, 100 trillion poles would be fine. Oil asks Alec how much he's going to give to Frieza's army. Alex says 1/10 of the part. Maki tells Alec to be careful since Frieza is very intelligent and he has great battle power. Gas tells Alex that one day we will be above Frieza's army. Muesli approaches Bardock and Monaito and asks if there's anyone there. Alex keeps talking. He says that if they cannot defeat Frieza by force, they will do it with intelligence, financial power, and the power of info. Bardock wonders if the Heater Force is going to betray Frieza. Granola wakes up and leaves the house looking for his mother. When he sees Bardock's tail, he panics and starts yelling Saiyan. The noise alerts the Heater Force. Monaito launches a shockwave at Granola to make him lose consciousness. Bardock is nervous and asks Muesli and Monaito to follow his plan. The Heater brothers arrive at the house. There they see Bardock, who is wearing a hooded cloak, about to attack Granola, Muesli, and Monaito. Alec asks Bardock who he is. Bardock tells him that he has found those survivors and that he's going to kill him. Alec tells him to do it, but Bardock doesn't attack him. Bardock tells Alec that the Namekians have mysterious powers and that they should check it out before killing the Namekian. Suddenly, Alec pulls out a gun and shoots, wounding Muesli. Alec tells Bardock that he is fine with the Namekian, but that the other 2 must be killed as soon as possible. Bardock angrily attacks the Heater Force, but Gas creates a protective barrier to stop Bardock's attack. This is cool. So we're going to be seeing Bardock versus the Heaters. Wasn't expecting that, but this is going to be cool. I'm looking really forward to this flashback as a whole now. So, on to part 5 now. Bardock takes advantage of the smoke to escape. The Heater brothers are angry. Bardock and the others are hiding in the forest. Monaito tries to heal Muesli, and he cannot save her. Bardock wonders what the hell he's doing. Monaito asks him what are they going to do now. Alec is very angry. He says that he has no choice but to kill them all. Gas tells him that he will take care of him. Alec tells Gas that he can do it. Meanwhile, they will prepare to welcome Frieza. Alec tells Gas to finish before Frieza arrives. Gas flies away. Back to the present, Alec and Gas talk on the deck of their ship. Alec asks Gas if he remembers what happened 40 years ago because the guy Gas fought was probably a Saiyan. Gas tells Alec he remembers it and says that it will not happen again. Alec tells Gas that now he understands that this is all a kind of revenge for Gas. Gas tells Alec that he's stronger now. Alec agrees. Then Alec takes out one of the Dragon Balls and says, well, we have this just in case. Maki is in the cockpit of the ship. She tells the pilot to hurry up. Maki also says, let's go for the second Dragon Ball. And that is where the chapter ends off. So it seems like the cliffhanger is going to be them on the hunt for the second Dragon Ball. And it seems like this whole, well, not whole, but majority of the chapter is going to be focused on the full backstory of what happened during the invasion of the planet. And it's going to be a lot of new information revealed. And I think this is very good because a lot of people have been looking for more plot advancement aside from like the fighting, because we have had 4 months now of some very, very good fighting chapters for sure. But I know some people out there have been waiting for the story to continue on. And well, to the people who wanted that, here you are. But that's going to be it for this chapter, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Be sure to leave a like if you guys enjoyed. Subscribe to my channel if you guys are new, especially if you guys are a Dragon Ball fan. Hope you guys have a good day or night. I'm Rewinds, and I'm out.